Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to teach you the concept of arithmetic mean and teach you also how to solve problems that you might encounter involving arithmetic mean. Let's begin with the definition of arithmetic mean. When we say arithmetic mean, this formal definition with three numbers, small letter A, capital letter A, and B, small letter B, are in arithmetic sequence, then the capital letter A is called the arithmetic mean of the numbers A and B. We have A minus A, letter A minus A, should be equal to small letter B minus capital letter A. Or we can equate that into this. Simplify the concept into A equals A plus B over 2. So let's have some examples. What is the arithmetic mean between 5 and 13? Here our A is 5, our B is 13. So that's A equals 5 plus 13 over 2. This is equal to 18 divided by 2, which is equal to 9. So that's the arithmetic mean between 5 and 13. Let's have another example. What is the arithmetic mean between 5 and 24? Similar procedure. We have 5 plus 24 over 2. 5 plus 24 is 29. Divided by 2 is equal to 14.5. Okay? So, consider the following arithmetic sequence: 2, 6, 10, 14, and 18. Now, there are three terms between the first and the last term. That's 2 and 18 respectively. And these terms are called arithmetic means also between 2 and 18. So 6, 10, and 14, we call them arithmetic means also. Now let's consider this arithmetic progression or arithmetic sequence 5, 10, 15, and 20. In this case, there are two arithmetic means between 10 and 15, or between 5 and 20 rather, and they are 10 and 15 here. Generally speaking, any number of arithmetic means can be inserted between any two numbers A and B. Okay, that leads us to this kind of problem. We will insert 5 arithmetic means between 8 and 26. So 8 is obviously the first term. Between those two terms are 5 arithmetic means, and we need to find them. So how are we going to find those 5 arithmetic means? Now remember, this is an arithmetic sequence. So what makes this sequence arithmetic is because of the D, or the common difference. So we need to find D, right? Or the common difference. Now how are we going to find D? Since we're talking about sequence here, arithmetic sequence, we will start with the formula in finding the indicated term of an arithmetic sequence, which is this one. So that means we need to know, since D is missing, we need to know AN. That's the last term of the sequence. It's available here. It's 26. We need to know A1. That's the first term of the sequence here. It's number 8. And the N. How many terms are in the sequence? So let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So N is equal to 7. So after that, after we figure out AN, A1, and N, just plug them in the formula and solve for D. So AN is 26, A1 is 8. We need to find D, N is 7. So subtract 8 on both sides. This will be equal to 8. 18 equals, this is 6, right? 6D. And then finally divided by 6 on both sides. Therefore, our D is equal to 3. Okay, so if D is equal to 3, then we have 11 here. This is 14. We just need to keep on adding 3. 17, 20, and 23. So this is the answer to the problem. These are the 5 arithmetic means of the sequence of this sequence that between 8 and 26. Okay, let's go to another example. This time, if 6 arithmetic means are inserted between negative 11 and 17, then what is the third mean? Okay, let's see that. Let's see how to solve this. There are 6 arithmetic means. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 between -11 and 17, right? Okay. So basically, we will be doing the same thing as what we did in the previous example. So we need to find D. Okay. The third mean here, by the way, is, so this is the first mean, the second, and the third. Right, this is the question mark. There, right there. Okay, so we need to find D, just like what we did in the previous example. Our last term in this sequence is 17. Our first term is equal to -11. N, let's count the number of terms of the sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 of them. Next is just plug them in the formula and solve for D. This is 17 equals -11 plus, we don't know the 8 minus 1. Okay, so we add 11 on both sides. Cross that out. This will be 28 equals, this is 7, right? So 7D, then divided by 7. D is equal to 4. So now that we know the value of D, all we need to do is just keep on, that's positive 4. So we add 4 to -11. It will give us -7. Let's add 4 to that. It will give us -3. Then 1. 1 is the answer. That's the third mean. So let's just keep on finding the other means. This is obviously 5. This is 9. And then 13. But the answer is 1. What's the third mean? That's the question. Okay. Let's go to the next example. What are the first and the last terms of an arithmetic sequence when its arithmetic means are 48, 39, and 30? So this time, what's given are the arithmetic means. We need to find the first and the last terms. Let's see, how are we going to solve this? So A1, we don't know. Oh. So we have 48, 39, and 30. Now, as you can see, the sequence here is decreasing, okay? And all we need to know to find A1 in AN is the common difference, right? That what makes an arithmetic sequence. So to find D, since this is decreasing, definitely we will subtract 39 minus 48. That will give us -9. This is also -9. Now that's a big clue. That means for A1, we just need to add 48, or we just need to add 9 to 48. That will give us A1, which is equal to 57. We add 9 because it's going to the left side and the sequence is decreasing. Now, if we need to find AN, we will subtract 9 on, it's still -9, right? Subtract 9 to 30, that will give us 21. Okay, so those are the first and the last terms of this sequence. Let's go to the second to the last example. Find the value of x if the arithmetic mean of 7 and 4x plus 3 is 15. Now, in this particular example, we need to remember the formula I introduced to you earlier, the first formula, the one that I gave you for examples number 1 and 2. That's A equals small letter A plus small letter B over 2. Okay, so our small letter A here is 7. Our small letter B is this expression, and that 15 is our capital letter A, or the arithmetic mean. If the arithmetic mean of 7 and 4x plus 3 is 15. So to solve for x, we just need to replace that A by 15. Capital letter A by 15, small letter A by 7, that B by 4x plus 3, and then divided by 2. Now, every time you have an equation that has a fraction, the best thing to do is to simplify this by multiplying each side of the equation by whatever the denominator is. So in this case, it's 2, right? 7 plus 3, we can add those two, that's 10, That's 4x. Next is subtract 10 on both sides. This will be 4x equals 20. Our objective is just to find x, so we will divide 4 on both sides. Our x is equal to 5. Okay? Now let's go to the last example. Find the value of x if the arithmetic mean of x plus 2 and 5x is 4x minus 6. Then determine the three numbers. So here, we need to find x and we need to find those three numbers. Similar formula for this one in number 6. Okay. So that's a equals a plus b over 2. We'll be using the same formula. So our small letter a is this. Our small letter b is obviously this. And our capital letter A, or the arithmetic mean, is 4x minus 6. So we have x plus 2, we have 4x minus 6, and we have 5x. That's our sequence. We need to find x first. So we have 4x minus 6 equals x plus 2 plus 5x divided by 2. So just like what we did earlier, like what I said, every time you have an equation that has fraction, the best thing to do is to multiply both sides by whatever the denominator is. Okay, so this is 8x minus 12 equals 6x plus 2. That's x plus 5x is 6x. We keep the 2. And then add 12 on both sides. Okay, so that will give us 8x equals 6x plus 14. And then subtract 6x on both sides. This will be 2x equals 14. Then divided by 2, divided by 2. Our x is equal to positive 7. So now we can find the three numbers. 7 plus 2 is 9. 7 times 4 is 28 minus 6 is 22. 7 times 5 is equal to 35. Okay, is this an arithmetic sequence? 9, 23, 22 rather, and then 35. I think yes, right? The common difference is 13. So that's the answer. 7 and these three numbers. Okay, so that's it for this arithmetic mean. I hope you learned the concept, and I hope you learn also how to solve problems that involves arithmetic mean. Okay, see you in my next video. Have a nice day.